This site's all about giving information. So that's information for healthcare professionals and for prospective parents about the prenatal screening process, the diagnosis process, what might come out, what they might understand and see from going through that process, and importantly, how to get further supports if they need it, whether that be coming through to Down Syndrome Queensland or to some genetic counselling or other supports that might be necessary. It also gives the healthcare professionals guidance around delivering a diagnosis or delivering results of tests, which is vitally important.
Prospective parents can better understand prenatal screening results if they have a firm pre-test understanding. So if a GP is able to sit down with them and explain the process and what the potential outcomes will be and what those outcomes could possibly lead to, I find that most of them will have a much better understanding of what comes out through the results, and they know which questions typically to ask next, and they understand the things that they don't understand in that scenario. I think the prenatal screening process is not well understood by prospective parents, especially with the recent options that are available. I think that most prospective parents may have had friends who went through prenatal screening years ago, or their parents even went through the basic prenatal screening, so they have an idea of what historically was offered. But I don't think the current information is as well known. I also think one of the big reasons is a lot of the ways that people learn about prenatal screening is through their friends, their peers, and through blogs, rather than through the health professionals or the known websites that can describe the ins and outs of prenatal screening with more detail.
So at the moment, there's a whole suite of resources available for people considering prenatal screening. One of the main challenges is them being informed that those resources are actually available so that they know where to go and what to look at. And I guess that's what we're trying to achieve with this project, is to pull some of those key resources together into one place so it's easy for not only healthcare professionals, but for their prospective parents to find those resources.
I think it's really important that a person can make their own mind up in their own time and be presented information in a variety of different modes. And so one of the things I love about this site is that there is written text information, fact sheets, resources, links to other sites, videos, those sorts of formats, which will just appeal to every person's learning style, and we hope present a consistent message for people.
The most important thing about support and this whole information being available is to make sure everyone has access to the complete information and the full spectrum of picture. Because once you start to talk about prenatal screening, what comes out of the other end matters, so that they understand what the implications are. They have a full understanding of what they're going to go through prior to making the decision of which type of screening they want to do.
So all of the information that you need is available in the one place at the one time. There's functionality on this site where you can immediately pop a referral through to ourselves, whether you as the healthcare provider or on behalf of your patient, or the person can also refer themselves. And so we hope that this resource will just take away a lot of the where do I go for information? How do I know who to trust? Where can I get the information that I need to make this really important decision?
Traditionally, we haven't always done it so well, and I think that re-educating healthcare professionals on how to deliver news and how to communicate with patients and how to educate themselves on current information, it will, again, provide the best possible care.
So the key resource available on the site for healthcare professionals would be the practice resource that we've developed. So there's a practice resource there that outlines the whole prenatal screening diagnostic process, covers off on the important aspects of informed consent and how results should be communicated. And that practice resource has been endorsed by RANZCOG. If people need more help and support after looking at the site, there's a whole lot of connections on the site as to where they can go. Further referrals, obviously Down Syndrome Queensland, we're here to support, or your healthcare professional. Depends a little bit on what you need more information about, but hopefully the site gives enough information there that you can find where you need to go for more support.